There is a world of difference between a band simply stepping onto a stage to perform a set list and a group of legendary musicians who play with complete freedom, enjoying every second and allowing the music to take on a life of its own. That was exactly what happened when Rush opened the first night of their four-show residency at Madison Square Garden in New York City on July 28, 2026. For nearly 2.5 hours, the audience witnessed far more than just another rock concert. They experienced a true celebration of musicianship, filled with spontaneity, world-class performances, and the remarkable chemistry that has defined Rush for decades. Rather than presenting a carefully choreographed arena show, the band looked like three master musicians simply having the time of their lives and inviting thousands of fans to share the experience. From the opening notes of Xanadu, the atmosphere inside Madison Square Garden was electric. The roar of the crowd echoed through every corner of the arena, creating an energy that never faded for the rest of the evening. Geddy Lee and Lifson looked genuinely thrilled to be back on stage together. Throughout the performance, the pair exchanged huge smiles, laughed openly, and shared countless moments that suggested they were still amazed by the overwhelming love from the audience. It was a reminder that even after more than 5 decades, Rush continue to perform with the same passion that first made them legends. One of the night's biggest highlights was Lifson's extraordinary guitar playing. Everyone knows Lifson as one of the most inventive guitarists in progressive rock history, and he delivered the iconic solos from Tom Sawyer and Limelight with the precision fans have loved for years. But what made this concert truly special was what happened between those familiar moments. Instead of recreating every song exactly as it appears on the original recordings, Lifson treated the stage as a playground for creativity. He stretched musical phrases, explored unexpected improvisations, and took songs in exciting new directions without ever losing their identity. His playing felt fearless, spontaneous, and wonderfully unpredictable. Every solo became a conversation with the audience, proving that even after performing these songs for decades, there is always room to discover something new. That is the hallmark of a truly great musician. Rather than simply reliving the past, Lifson continues to reinvent it every time he steps onto the stage. Geddy Lee also delivered one of the evening's greatest surprises. Only weeks earlier, many fans had feared for the remainder of the tour after the band were forced to postpone shows due to Lee's bout of bronchitis during their Texas performances. Many questioned whether his voice would recover in time. The answer arrived almost immediately. There was no hesitation, no signs of caution, no sense that he was holding anything back. Lee attacked every song with confidence, delivering vocals that were powerful, clear, and full of energy. His trademark high notes soared effortlessly around the arena, while he continued to play his famously intricate bass lines with remarkable agility and precision. Whatever benefit the enforced break provided, it clearly worked. His voice sounded refreshed, vibrant, and arguably stronger than ever. Of course, one of the biggest talking points of the evening was Anakah Nie's. Stepping behind the drum kit once occupied by the legendary Neil Peart is one of the most daunting responsibilities in rock music. Neil Peart was never simply Rush's drummer. He was one of the greatest musicians of his generation and one of the most influential drummers in the history of rock. Since his passing in 2020, many believed that nobody could truly fill his place. Anakah Nie never attempted to replace Neil Peart. Instead, she honored his legacy while bringing her own unique personality to the band. The German drummer delivered an exceptional performance from beginning to end. Her playing was fast, precise, and deeply musical. Yet, it was not only her extraordinary technique that impressed the audience. It was her ability to make Rush's famously complex rhythms sound fluid, natural, and effortlessly human. The shifting time signatures, intricate fills, and demanding arrangements all flowed with remarkable confidence. Every drum fill landed perfectly. Every transition felt seamless. And throughout it all, Nils performed with a radiant smile that reflected just how much she was enjoying the moment. Since the 50-something tour began at the Kia Forum in California in early June, videos of Anakah's breathtaking performance of Tom Sawyer have attracted millions of views across social media. Those viral clips are impressive. But seeing her perform live is an entirely different experience. The sheer energy she brings to the stage is astonishing. Her speed, precision, and musicality are almost impossible to comprehend in person. Yet everything appears relaxed, elegant, and completely under control. Her performance is far more than a display of technical brilliance. It is the joy of watching an extraordinary musician doing exactly what she was born to do. Throughout the evening, Rush also paid heartfelt tribute to Neil Peart. Large screens displayed touching video montages celebrating his remarkable life and career. Rather than focusing on sadness, the tribute highlighted Peart's humor, intelligence, creativity, and enduring influence on generations of musicians and fans alike. Every appearance of Neil on the screens was met with thunderous applause. Many members of the audience were visibly emotional. Rush reminded everyone that although Neil Peart is no longer with us, his spirit, his music, and his legacy continue to live within every performance the band gives. That is ultimately what made this concert so unforgettable. It was not simply an exercise in nostalgia. It was a celebration of a band that has spent more than 50 years redefining progressive rock. Rush proved that age is no barrier to artistic excellence. Alex Lifson continues to push creative boundaries. Geddy Lee still possesses one of rock's most distinctive voices. And Anakah Nie has opened an exciting new chapter without losing the essence that has always made Rush unique. If the opening night at Madison Square Garden is any indication of what lies ahead, one thing is abundantly clear. Rush have not merely returned, they have returned to remind the world exactly why they remain one of the greatest progressive rock bands of all time.